Hey everyone, welcome to Tellor Dev Call. 311. It's 311 day. Um, yeah, so
Nice.
uh super great week. Um, I think we're all back healthy now from ETH Denver, fully recovered. So yeah, just kicking off layer. And it's following up. We got a lot of new exciting discussions going on, a bunch of new chains. Um, Yeah, big things. Just posted the new a new layer doc, so you can go look at. There's some ch slight changes in there, and also if you're following kind of the layer development, we've been updating these ADRs. These are just like discussions we've had on how we design it. So if you're really interested in how we're kind of designing it and want to go really deep in the weeds and help us with some of that discussion, feel free to kind of yeah, look into some of those. Um, Other things, yeah, that's kind of it. We're just that's kind of it for me. Working on another article, going to be posting, and then tomorrow I'll be on Leviathan News tomorrow morning. So if anybody wants to watch that, that's a cool podcast. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. We sat down at Eat Denver and had like me and the guy had an awesome discussion for like a half hour, and he's like, "You should do this live on air." I was like, all right, let's do it. So we'll be doing that. Um, anyway, Spuddy, over to you.
Yeah, I'm right now bridging some test assets to Linea. I guess we're gonna deploy on Linea. So, uh, yeah,
And ZK EVM.
and ZK EVM. So, what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple days is probably adding those networks and some new feeds to Telliot.
What wrap DUSDM is the one.
Yeah, I don't
What
even know
is
what that
that?
is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna make a median feed for this coin that I've never heard of. It's gonna be great.
Um, and then we'll also need this will be something for Tim, uh, the auto tipper. So we're going to be a Chronicle Oracle fallback, um, which is cool. First time we've heard Chronicle being used, which is
Yeah.
interesting. So yeah, so you can go figure out how they work. Um,
Yeah, awesome.
it should be fun.
Now we'll have Chainlink, API 3, and now Chronicle.
A Chronicle. So super cool. Uh, yeah. Uh, Caleb, how's things?
Good. I'm about to have a reporter running on testnet in EC2 instance. Everything would have been working already if I would have set the chain ID correctly. The chain ID for Mumbai is 80001, not
Yeah.
8001. Um, and instead of just like, I'm not really that used to working with Python, so the absolute text file of logs that were outputted whenever I try to run it, and that was the error, kind of distracted me from what was actually going on. But I noticed it this morning, and I was like, wait a second, that's an easy fix. So once I get that running, I'm going to switch gears and get a DVM running on that instance, and if all goes well for there, move on to having trying to get layers set up to run on my computer and stuff like that.
Nice. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, um so Akram and I talked at the end of the last week. We figured out that we don't need to do some changes in our price feed daemon that we had started doing last week. Um, so basically the way I was running the chain, it wasn't working with the Oracle reporter that we had. But it turns out I just need to run it with like a separate flag. Um, so I'm like taking out those last minute changes we did last week. And then now that I have some Oracle data to feed through the vote extensions, I can buttoning up the actual Oracle data in those vote extensions. So in other words, I'm wrapping up the bridge to get some signed data across now.
Nice. All right. Dan?
I'm just finishing up some of the chain link reported price comparisons and the workflow for the price monitor, and then back into layer mode.
Okay, cool. Ryan?
Still trying to lock in this this new date range filter. I'm close. I just trying to get it to work like all the other filters. So, and then also trying to hop back into the Block Explorer, get that thing ready.
Well, yeah, let me know if you need any help. Good, too stuck. Caleb, were you a reactive? No.
I mean, I've used it before. I'm not the most advanced, but we could throw something together.
What is it like? Congrats, you are now the second best reactive we have. So
I
yeah,
don't know if that-
no. But cool, good.
At least brainstorm. You don't have to. I mean, it always helps to brainstorm with somebody when you're kind of stuck. You know,
Yeah.
you might end up being that, Ryan, it hits him right when you guys are discussing it. It happens a lot. So if you can just do that, it would be helpful.
Yeah, Caleb, I might ping you if it comes to that.
Works for me. I'll be around all day.
Cool.
Akram, how's things?
Good. Working on the implementation for the report window. So that's a
Oh, cool.
layer.
And the tips, is that easier the way that we discussed?
Could
To do-
remind me, sorry.
Yeah, for the layer, instead of locking up tips like you would
Oh.
with the
I'm not working on that. I haven't started on that yet. Actually, I'm not even. I didn't know that we decided to go that route. I thought we
Yeah.
still discussed that.
Push the ADR, Brenda. Push the ADR, go edit it.
that's the route we're going.
Yeah, we're gonna put him in escrow rather than in stake, just to
Okay.
and
Yeah, I
then people
didn't.
got a claim
And it's
from
in
him.
its own escrow, so it'll be like its own tip. The way that I think about it is basically
What Tim said last
What
week.
Tim said.
Exactly that.
Sorry, I got you.
exactly that.
Tim
Alright.
won.
Just copy all the staking, but call it tips. And
Okay.
escrow.
And then make it a manual withdrawal that goes to stake.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's the way we're going. Anyway. I guess so for me, I'm working on an article as well. And then for Linea, Mike, how imminent is the marketing plan? And I mean, we can deploy either today or sometime this week. I just want to make sure that we have a plan in place. And then for the CK one, do we have a contact study so that we can get something similar going?
Well, it's
Or-
Polygon.
CKDVM?
ZKEVM is Polygon.
Polygons, KVM.
So we have some contacts there. We should reach out.
All right. So that's the point. We should reach out. We should have a plan. There was actually a user that kept coming back to the booth in Denver, asking specifically about that chain. And I don't know if it was Dan or Ryan that were with me, but anyway, we should reach out if we're actually deploying this week or next. So marketing plan with them, and then that way we can have a schedule of what we're deploying, and then more information about the user will be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, we pitched ZKEVM. We almost decided to do layer over there. as like a Polygon ZK roll up or something like that. And then, yeah, so we had a couple good discussions with them, and then they ignore me when I ask for a deep dive. So if you want to yell at them, tell them to get on my deep dives. Mike, how's things?
Good. So it sounds like at least we'll have a Linea announcement to do this week, and some new feed announcements as well. It sounds like, so that's cool. And we have a new graphic for those kind of things, so I'm excited to use that. And yeah, I'll reach out to Polygon. Has had a lot of turnover since we last talked to their marketing people. I know for a fact that guy doesn't work there anymore, but we still have our group connections, and so I'll establish a link with them for our deployment over there, so we can kind of at least get out in front of it. Last time we worked with Polygon on marketing, they had like, they were very structured with how they like sort of scheduled these things out, whereas other people were a little bit more nimble and they could do stuff same day. So we'll probably want to get a hold of them sooner rather than later. But I think Linea is all lined up. I said, you know, the submission for their ecosystem stuff was sent in, so we just need to let them know when we are going to post about it and get a retweet and have them maybe do a retweet. So I'll let them know that we're planning on doing it. Do you want me to, like, it's probably one of those things like in the past where you've deployed but just no one knows it yet, so like I don't like hold off on the deployment, I don't think. But just let me know so I can say like, hey, like I'm probably just gonna say, hey, we're gonna deploy over the next couple days. Let's get some stuff scheduled.
Perfect. And then Spuddy or Nick, can you give me some more background on the CK EVM user and what they're asking for?
The Vice Mason guys.
And what are
Yeah,
they?
it's another Byte Mason product.
That
Byte
was the
Mason's product.
wrapped USD as a backup for, guessing, a new stable coin they're putting over there.
And do they have when are they going live?
We don't know.
Okay. Thanks.
They're just testing on mainnet though, so because it's like free. So
Okay. Thanks.
Are you not, Brenda? You are not in the Byte Masons chat, the Byte Masons chat, and it already has 10 members, so we would have to kick somebody out to let you in. Yeah, I don't know.
I can get the information from you guys. I think if anything,
Okay.
or if somebody gets kicked out, it should be somebody else so that Mike can know what's going on and maybe coordinate with them if it's easier to coordinate something than with Polygon.
Or both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick,
Like
did
said-
you? Sorry. Just wanted to scratch things off my list. Did you successfully schedule something with the Mantle deep dive, Nick?
yeah, this today at 2. Sorry, forgot to say that.
Got it. You might have.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I don't know if it's live or not. If it's live, I'll make sure to send it to you guys. But if it's not, yeah, I'll just ask them.
You are famous for not caring if you don't know if it's live or not. You'll just find out when the thing
Yeah.
turns on. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it should be short. I think he scheduled it for like 20 minutes, so should be like it's a super short deep dive.
The not so deep dive.
Yes, exactly. Well, any questions today? I think Ryan's frozen.
There was one question, but I think we just covered it because it was any big news, any roadmap. And I don't think we could be any busier than we are. So there you go.
Nice. All right. Thanks everyone for coming. I'll talk to you guys next week.